Welcome to the Pitching Ninja Top 5 Filthiest Pitches of the Day. Number 5, a tie. Pablo Lopez's changeup. Pablo Lopez's changeup was absolutely filthy yesterday. He had 8 Ks, 10 whiffs on it. Look at that. What he does to Swanson is just unfair. And this is even more unfair as Camargo gets hit in the junk with a foul tip. Yeah, that's not good. And then Lopez comes back and throws another change. Look at Camargo. He's like, holy crap, this sucks. And then Lopez with 3 changeups in a row to Swanson, K'ing him, sit down, Dansby, sorry. And his last K by a changeup. Tied with Adam Ottavino. Adam Ottavino, wicked backdoor 2-seamer, dotted. Look at that movement. And then a silly slider to Bogarts. And then I'm going to combine these two so you can see how absolutely ridiculous this is. How they cross off the plate, making him impossible to hit. Number 4, Sonny Gray's breaking ball. Now, Sonny Gray throws both a slider and a curveball, but we're going to mix them together. You can see when it's on, he just gets nothing but swords. Dude was on fire yesterday with 10 Ks, including 2 White Castle specials against Gonzalez. White Castle specials, as you know, are 3 disgusting sliders in a row. I'm going to have Sonny Gray describe his breaking ball grips for you.
For me personally, I've always been a 2-seam breaking ball guy. And what I mean by that is, like, there's 2 different ways to throw a curveball. You can throw it something like this, spiked or not spiked, and spin the ball 4 seams. Or you can take it and hold it on the horseshoe with your breaking ball and kind of spin it on a 2-seam axis. And that's kind of how I've always done it. So 4 seams has never really fit for me in my hand and the way that I throw the ball. So I've always done 2 seams. So I'm here, I'm here on the seam and just kind of straight down with the ball. You can see kind of how the ball is positioned in my hand. And then the weird one for me is a slider, which I started throwing this grip last year a little bit, and it helped me a lot. So my sliders, I'm holding it like this. This is my grip, which might be an unconventional way to hold a slider, but for me, it really helped me stay, you want to say you throw the ball up front, but it really helped me stay behind the baseball, and be able to spin it this way. So I know it's a different way to hold a slider, but it's something that helped me and kind of stuck with me. And that's the cool thing about pitch grips is there's not one way that works for everybody. It's always fun to try new ones, but at the end of the day, it's going to be very individualized for you.
Number 3, Gerrit Cole's slider. Gerrit Cole's slider, when it's on, is virtually unhittable. See, it just drops right off. What makes it really hard is it makes you look silly because it pairs so well with his fastball on the same plane. They'll show you here what he does to J.D. Martinez. See the slider drop off, fastball continue on the plane. And when he can dot 97, there's not much you can do against Gerrit. And occasionally, Gerrit will show you whose plate it is. Sit your ass down. Number 2, Dinelson Lamet's slider. Dinelson Lamet's slider is a force of nature. He's gotten 48% whiff rate on it this year with a 118 batting average against. And it's the most thrown slider in baseball. And you can see why, because it's unfair. More swords than an episode of Game of Thrones. Here's a good stat. You can see he has the lowest opponent average against on his slider since 2019. And it pairs really well with his heaters. You can see it drop off the fastball plane right there. Number 1, Craig Kimbrel's back foot knuckle curve. Literally, as you see him nail smoke right in the foot on a ball he swung at. Ouch. Adding injury to insult. Can't look at that enough. It reminds me of old Fred Flintstone episodes. Ah! And Kimbrel's fastball was back. You see him hitting 98 rising fastball, which when Kimbrel's on, that's what it looks like his fastball does. He's got his stare back. Hopefully this means Dirty Craig is back to his filthy self. Now, a Pitching Ninja bonus clip. Mets press conference math. What do you get when you cross DeGoat with the Philly fanatic and his wacky antics, plus everyone's favorite commercial character, Kool-Aid Man. It equals this. I've literally watched this 100 times since yesterday. Amazing. Look at poor Jake's face as things unravel behind him. Oh no. This has been another Pitching Ninja's Top 5 Pitches of the Day. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content.